session of the third edition of India MSME Defence Week and RDSM. Starting from today, the India MSME Defence Week will be held from 5th to 8th December 2023 over a virtual platform. For the inaugural session, we are pleased to have the distinguished presence of Dr. Sameer V. Kamath, Secretary, Department of Defence R&D and Chairman DRDO. The inaugural session will also see the presence of Mr. Arun Kumar Garodia, Chairman EEPC India, and Mr. Suranjan Gupta, Executive Director EEPC India, besides other senior functionaries from the Council. Without much ado, I request Mr. Arun Kumar Garodia, Chairman EEPC India, to kindly start the proceedings of today's session with his welcome remarks. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Pallavi. Dr. Sameer V. Kamath, Secretary, Department of Defence R&D and Chairman DRDO. Mr. Suranjan Gupta, Executive Director, EEPC India. Esteemed members of the audience, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning and a very warm welcome to you all to the inaugural session of the third edition of India MSME Defence Week on the virtual platform. MSMEs form the backbone of the Indian economy, contributing around 45% of the total manufacturing output and 40% of the total exports. Their contribution to the overall manufacturing supply chain is vital as they remain most reliable and competitive supplier of critical parts, components, sub-assemblies and equipments to the final assembly and integrators of the final products and systems. India's engineering exports reached an all-time high of $107 billion in the year 2022-23. With resolute and progressive outlook, the Indian engineering fraternity has set the target of achieving $122 billion by year 2023-24. Recently, the Indian defence and aerospace manufacturing sector has emerged as the key enabler and focus of Make in India and Atmanirbhar Bharat mission. The participation of engineering MSMEs in the defence manufacturing value chain is critical to reduce India's defence imports. The defence and aerospace is among the few high-tech manufacturing sectors where the participation of MSMEs has gradually increased, and the overall output has achieved multi-fold growth in recent years. The engineering fraternity is enthusiastic about government's proactive, multi-pronged approach to reform and encourage participation of MSMEs in the defence manufacturing value chain. The government's initiatives towards reforming defence acquisition procedure 2020, corporatization of OFBs, setting up of defence corridors, and public-private partnership, etc., are playing a major role. The Make 2 category is proving to be the industry's biggest source of funding and support, and can thus be rightly termed as key pillar of the Make in India initiative. The Ministry of Defence decided to increase the ease of doing business for MSME units in the defense sector and implement procedural efficiency. Kindly audience, please keep yourself muted, otherwise it doesn't go properly. The erstwhile OFBs were recently restructured into 7 efficient companies. Further, the government established dedicated defense corridors, which are in the states of Uttar Pradesh and Tamil Nadu respectively, and over 351 companies have already started their operations. Ladies and gentlemen, if you can keep yourself kindly muted, otherwise it is disturbing the system. Pallavi, can you ask the admin to block them from audience?
Right. I've already instructed.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Now it should be fine.
Yeah. The government formulated the Defence Production and Export Promotion Policy 2020 to provide impetus to self-reliance in defence manufacturing. Through the Buy, Global Manufacture in India category, it asked foreign vendors to manufacture in India and its local subsidiaries. The ministry also increased the limit for FDI in the sector. It opened a portal for defense public sector undertakings to interact with local MSMEs, startups looking to participate in local defense manufacturing. A strong foundation of R&D innovations in industries is critical for competing in the defense sector. In this direction, the Defense Research and Development Organization, which is called DRDO, is helping MSMEs in a number of ways, including providing financial assistance, technical assistance, and facilitating collaboration between MSMEs and defense PSUs. The government also introduced DRDO Technology Development Fund Scheme to fund cutting-edge technology development with the option to commercialize in the open market for the benefit of the industry. As a result of these initiatives, the number of MSMEs participating in the defense sector has increased significantly. In the year 2015, there were only 120 MSMEs registered with DRDO. Today, there are over 1,000 MSMEs VCs registered with DRDO. So this is a great initiative. The Indian government has set a target of achieving 70% indigenization in the defense production by the year 2027. MSMEs are expected to play a key role in achieving this target. DRDO support for MSMEs is helping to ensure that India has a strong and vibrant defense manufacturing sector. Once again, I'm extremely thankful to our Honorable Secretary, Department of Defense R&D and Chairman DRDO, Dr. Samir V. Kamat, who has very kindly joined us here today by sparing his valuable time and enlightening us with the way forward. Over the past few years, EEPC India undertook several initiatives to bridge the emerging opportunities in the defense and aerospace sectors for MSMEs. In the year 2015, it released an industry research paper, organized series of interactions among industry and the various government departments. In the year 2021, the first edition of India MSME Defence Week was organized with support from the Ministry of Defence, DRDO, and Ministry of Commerce. Every year, EEPC India has been inviting and hosting participation of Ministry of Defence, Government of India, at its flagship event, International Engineering Sourcing Show, which is called IESS, by showcasing defense systems and technologies developed by the DPSUs, DRDO to the global audience. It provides unique opportunities for the both suppliers of defense systems and technologies and engineering fraternity from industry to interact and explore face-to-face the demonstrations and discuss opportunities in defense manufacturing supply chain. We are extremely grateful to the Ministry of Defense and DRDO has again extended their valuable support by extending their participation in this 4-day important event. We are also grateful to the Department of Commerce for leading the initiative from the front. The 4-day event will witness participation of over 25 speakers across the dedicated sessions on international partnerships in defense sector, sourcing opportunities in Indian naval and shipbuilding sector, sourcing opportunities in new defense PSUs, erstwhile OFBs, sourcing opportunities in Indian defense PSUs in aerospace and defense manufacturing, defense modernization and building Atmanirbhar Bharat in defense sector, encouraging MSMEs in defense sectors, exports, make in India for the world, technology transfer collaboration opportunities for MSMEs in the defense sector. I am grateful to all the speakers who have confirmed their kind availability and will be enlightening the industry with their valuable insights. I am thankful to all the supporters and teamwork by EEPC India, which has created this platform. I wish all the best to the participants and look forward to the very productive sessions over the next 4 days. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Chairman, sir. Thank you for your welcome address and for setting the context for today's discussion, as well as also introducing the audience to what holds for them for the next 4 days. I now request Dr. Sameer V. Kamath, Secretary, Department of Defense R&D and Chairman DRDO, keynote address.
Thank you. Shri Arun Kumar Garodia, Chairman EPC India, Shri Suranjan Gupta, and ladies and gentlemen. I would like to take this opportunity to congratulate EEPC for organizing the third edition of India MSME Defence Week and the Regional Buyers and Sellers Meet 2023. I would also like to thank EEPC for giving me this opportunity to speak during the inaugural session. I am aware that EEPC India is working closely for the development of niche sectors like defense and aerospace, railways, medical devices, and renewable energy to promote government's Atmanirbhar Bharat and Make in India vision. These two initiatives are going to drive a major transformation in the manufacturing sectors of the country. As you mentioned, there is a clear thrust of the government to ensure that, especially in the defense and aerospace sector, the indigenous content increases to more than 70% within the next 3 to 4 years. And this can only happen if the MSME sector contributes and works with the large industries as well as DRDO. So to promote MSME sectors, DRDO has started several initiatives. The most important initiative is the Technology Development Fund. This is a fund which allows us to fund MSMEs to take technologies from TRL level 3-4 to TRL level 6-7 so that those technologies then be converted to products and brought to the market. In this TDF scheme, not only does DRDO fund the MSMEs, it also provides mentorship, hand-holding, which makes the job of the MSME in developing that technology much easier. I would request all the MSME members here to please look at this scheme. If you need to work on technologies which you have in mind, or the technologies which are listed as requirements from the services or DRDO labs. Such a list is provided on the website of TDF, and I would request all the MSMEs who are present here to look at these technologies which there is a clear demand from the users. Earlier, we used to provide a maximum of 10 crores per project, but recently Honorable Raksha Mantri has given us permission to increase the funding to rupees 50 crores per project. This is a significant increase and should allow MSMEs to develop several technologies which were not possible when the fund was restricted to 10 crores. So my request to all MSMEs is please participate in these schemes. So till date, about 70 projects have been awarded under the TDF to various MSME startups and private industries, amounting to about 295 crores. 2 of these projects have been successfully completed and 16 technologies have been indigenized against the requirements of the Indian Air Force and Indian Navy. Just to give you an example, under one TDF project, one avionics video processing and switching module was developed for Indian Air Force. Indian Air Force is now placing orders on buying this card, and several export orders have also been received by the MSME for the same card. Similarly, a composite-based submersible pump has been developed for the Indian Navy, and Indian Navy has again placed an order on this MSME for buying these composite submersible pumps. In addition to the TDF route, there are several technologies which have already been developed by various DRDO laboratories. These technologies are also listed on our website, DRDO website. You can take a look at if any of these technologies are of interest to you, and at a very reasonable cost, you can acquire these technologies. So there are more than, in the last 5 years or last 7 years, we have done more than 10,000 TOTs, and we are willing to do a lot more of these TOTs to MSMEs. Again, in the TOTs, we do hand holding for technology absorption. In addition to these two, we have also started a scheme called Summer, where we help MSMEs improve their quality processes. As you are aware, for any defense or aerospace product, the quality assurance requirements are significantly higher than those in the commercial domain. So we have started this scheme to help MSMEs reach the desired level of quality assurance or quality processes within their organization. And once you get this Summer certification, it will become much easier for the MSME to participate in the defense tenders. We have also started 15 centers of excellence, which we call as DRDO Industry Academia Centers of Excellence in 15 prominent academic institutions. You can also participate in the projects being run in those centers of excellence in partnership with DRDO and that academic institution. So this is another scheme which we have started recently to help MSMEs participate in the defense R&D ecosystem. So with these brief words, I would like to once again congratulate EEPC for conducting this event. My best wishes to all of you for very successful deliberations over the next 4 days, and Jai Hind. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for your remarks and for highlighting the role of indigenization in defense sector. Thank you for also highlighting and making us aware about the funding and handholding support which DRDO is providing for technology upgradation for the MSME sector, and also for highlighting the role which quality assurance plays for the MSMEs to move up the value chain. I now request Mr. Suranjan Gupta, Executive Director, EEPC India, to kindly present the formal vote of thanks.
Dr. Samir V. Kamath, Secretary, Department of Defense and R&D and Chairman, DRDO. Chairman, Shri Arun Kumar Garodia, esteemed members of the audience, and ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the entire engineering fraternity present here, I extend a hearty vote of thanks to both of you, and especially to Dr. Kamath, who has been kind enough to take his valuable time off for us and enlightening us on the emerging scope, the new schemes, and the excellent initiatives that have been taken by the Raksha Mantri, and also in terms of achieving the Atmanirbhar Bharat vision. I understand that India is one of the top 4 suppliers in in production of military hardware. So it's a big step, therefore. And therefore, I'm extremely grateful to the Department of Defense Production, the Defense Research and Development Organization, Department of Commerce, Defense PSUs, and other participating organizations, and the esteemed members for coming together for this virtual conference that would be held over the next 4 days. We have sessions on international partnerships in the defense sector this afternoon. Then tomorrow, 2 sessions with DPSUs from Indian naval shipbuilding, aerospace and defense sector. And the day after, in the forenoon session with new DPSUs, the erstwhile of OFBs, and in the afternoon session with national and international private sector corporations which are shaping up the Make in India and Atmanirbhar Bharat vision. And on the last day with DODP and Department of Commerce on encouraging MSMEs in exports, which would be followed by a last session on technology upgradation and collaborations with DRDO and other leading R&D academia to highlight the emerging opportunities for engineering MSMEs. This apart, in addition to what we are doing in the next 4 days, we will be having a mega mobility show, which would be auto and all kinds of the entire mobility chain from 1st to 3rd February under the guidance of the Department of Commerce, where the Drone Federation of India will also participate, and some of those who are in the mobility sector within your own companies are more welcome to participate. With this, I again extend my sincere appreciation and gratitude to Dr. Kamath and Chairman Arun Kumar Garodia for being with us, and we look forward for a meaningful and productive engagements over the next 3 days. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for formal vote of thanks. And once again, I thank Chairman EPC India, Dr. Samir V. Kamath, Secretary, Department of Defense R&D and Chairman DRDO, and ED EPC for sparing out their valuable time for joining us at the inaugural session. Our next session is at 3 p.m. on international partnerships in defense sector, where we have the defense attaches based in Indian missions abroad who will be speaking about the export opportunities. We have posted the link in the chat box, and I request you all to kindly join us for the 3 p.m. session as well. Thank you all once again.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Kamath.